Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial. We are gonna build an AI agent that is focused on fitness and well-being because what you can do with AI agents at the moment is just insane. It can track your goals, it can check in on your mental health, it can give you nutrition guidance, and basically everything you would need from a lifestyle coach or fitness coach. So let's get started. Okay, we'll first have to import our libraries. We're going to use SQLite 3 for saving our values, OS for getting our environmental variables, print to ensure clean output, and from typing we're going to import list to ensure better code clarity. We're also going to use enum, and that's so we can create enumerations, which are a set of named values. Okay, the core of our program uses Llama index library. We're importing OpenAI and OpenAI agent from that to integrate GPT-4 for natural language interactions. We're also importing the function tool. This is so we can define actions for each agent and the chat memory buffer to keep track of conversation history. We're also importing the OpenAI API key to take care of all the natural language stuff. Okay, next up is we're going to make a database, and this database can save the data that the agents retrieve from interacting with the user. Okay, so we have our database. We're also using enum to represent different type of agents in our system. So this class highlights the different agents that we're going to make. So we have track workout, nutrition guide, mental health, goal setting, the concierge agent, and the orchestrator, and more on that later. Okay, we're also going to create a base function, and that is called done. And this is basically a function that every agent is going to use. And the function marks a task as complete by setting the state of the current speaker to none and the state of just finished to true. Okay, now the real fun starts because we're going to create our first agent, and that agent is called the track workout agent factory. And as you can see here, we have three different functions. The first one is log workout, and as you can see here, it can save our workouts. Here we have view progress as well. It can fetch data from the database and tell us how our progress is going. It can also calculate our streak, and these are just examples of functions you can make in an agent. You can make it as crazy as you want, but these are just three examples. Okay, we're now going to look at tools, and these are a set of actions defined by function tool, and we add the functions log workout, view progress, calculate streak, and the done function that we've implemented here to the agent. And the agent can choose which function tool it's going to need for a specific task. We also have a system prompt, and it's basically a predefined message that the agent has, and it will act accordingly to what the system prompt is. And something that's really cool, if the user asks something unrelated, it calls the done tool, and the program can then choose a different agent for that specific task. And at the end, we're returning an instance of OpenAI agent with the tools, large language model, and system prompt configured. And something really cool is we can now build a new agent that has the same structure, but only with different functions. So this is the nutrition guide agent factory, and it has log meal, get dietary advice, calculate calorie intake. And these are different functions, and we just have to configure the agent a bit different accordingly to the goal that it has. So we add the specific tools, we have a different system prompt, and return the instance of the OpenAI agent again. And we're now going to do that a few times more for the mental health agent and also for the goal setting and motivation agent. Okay, so we have now 4 different agents that can be chosen to handle a specific task. So we have the concierge agent, and it is basically a default agent assistant that can figure out what the user wants to do, and it would like to know which of the 4 agents the user is interested in using. And now the orchestration agent is coming into play because that's the one that's going to choose from all the agents that we have defined here which agent will do the job. So look at the chat history and the current state, and you must return one of these strings identifying an agent to run. So it has the different agents here, and it will just return the agent that is qualified to do the job. Okay, so let's run these to check if everything has gone correctly. Okay, it did. Okay, before running our program, we first have to make an initial state. And let's say it says that the current speaker is none, and it has not just finished. The last thing we got to do before running it is make our run function. So it gets the initial state, it gets the memory, and it is the first run. So we're going to use a while loop to keep it running and get user interactions. So if it is the first run, we're just going to say hello, and otherwise it's going to print out the user input. We're going to get the current history, and that is the root memory that we're going to get, and it's now empty because we have not done anything yet. So let's run this to check. Okay, everything's correct. Okay, we're now going to use the orchestration agent to choose the correct agent to handle the task, and it uses the current history and the user input for that. Okay, it gets the next speaker here, and for our transparency we want to print out this next speaker so we can know which agent we're talking to. And based on the orchestration response, we create an instance of the appropriate agent. So if it's track workout, we want to create an instance of the track workout agent factory. Okay, so we update the state to reflect the current speaker, and we then process the current input by handling it with the correct agent and printing the response. And the last thing that we want to do is make new history because we've just gotten a new response. And we also set the current speaker to none to allow for a next interaction. Okay, so if we now run our complete code, you can see it correctly selects the concierge agent, and it says, hello there, how can I assist you in your fitness and wellness journey today? Track workouts, nutrition guidance, mental health check-ins, or set fitness goals. Okay, I think I would like to be able to run a marathon. It correctly selects the goal setting agent. It sets the goal of run a marathon, and it says that's a fantastic goal. Running a marathon is a great way to challenge yourself physically and mentally. Okay, perfect. Let's say I want to change the subject to mental health, and I say, hey, I am not feeling too happy lately. So it correctly selects the mental health agent, it checks in that I'm not too happy lately, and if we now like to check if it correctly saved the data, I have a new script here. If we run this, you can see here that it has data from mental health and is not too happy, and data from goals is run a marathon. So as you can see here, the possibilities are endless. You can literally make 10 different agents and give them all 5 different functions to make a really great agent that has a lot of capabilities. And the fitness and wellness AI agent is just an example of what you can do with it, because you can make a customer service bot that can look up delivery times, or you name it, you can make it. And that's really the power of an AI agent. Thank you so much for watching the whole tutorial. If you have any feedback, please let me know. And if you've enjoyed watching the video, please like, subscribe, and I see you in the next one.